Hey guys, it's me, Caden, as you all know, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be installing a Simota carbon fiber intake on my 2007 Mazda 3 sedan. Now before we hop straight into the install, I'm actually just going to show you guys the intake and all the features it offers compared to the other competition intakes. So without further ado, let's go do that right now. Okay, as you can see right here, we have the carbon fiber Simota intake. It's like any other intake really. It has filter, silicone, and of course where the MAF sensor goes. If you guys do end up getting an intake, I highly recommend you get one designed for this vehicle platform, because lots of them don't have this specialized funnel here for the MAF sensor, and that's what ends up causing them to get check engine lights. But like this one, the CorkSport one, and there's some other ones, they will not give you check engine lights. So the advantage to this intake, in my opinion, compared to like the CorkSport one, is that it actually does have this real carbon fiber shield, which does help with heat and heat soak. I ran both this one before in this car, and I ran the CorkSport one, and I definitely notice a difference between the heat soak of the two intakes. Since I'm actually on the topic of this intake compared to the CorkSport one, I do believe this is a superior intake because of that shield. I think CorkSport does offer a heat shield now. I'm not 100% sure, but this one's been around for a really long time. It's my favorite. Like I said, I ran both of them, and yeah, I just really like this one over the CorkSport one or any other one I've seen. Another thing I forgot to mention is I believe the price on this unit right here is around $250. Alright, I think that's enough talk about the intake and the features it offers, so let's get straight into the install. Okay guys, so as you can see, here is the stock airbox unit that we will be replacing with that Simota intake. This is a super easy install. It's all bolt-on. I think you need like an 8mm socket and a 10mm socket and maybe a Phillips head. But yeah, other than that, this is like a 1 out of 10 difficulty. Super easy. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so to start out, you're gonna want to take off this 10mm bolt right here that holds the clamp onto the throttle body. So just simply take your 10mm and take that off. And you do not need to take it out all the way. You just need to loosen it off. That way it'll allow you to pull this tube off. Now the second thing you're going to want to do is take off this hose right here. It should just clip off. I already got mine off just on there loosely, so just pull that off and you're all good. Third thing you're gonna have to do is pull off the MAF sensor. It just clips on and should just pull off like that. So if your car is 100% stock, you may have an elastic band that goes around here and just clips on the front of the box. Well, I've never actually had it on any of my cars. It just wasn't there when I got the car, so that's not a big deal, but just pull that off if it's there. Okay, now that we got everything pulled off, what we're gonna wanna do is pull this rubber piece off of the throttle body here. It'll be a little harder than that. I already have this loosened off. And then there are some clips that the box go and clips down there. So you just need to pull up on this pretty hard. But again, I've already done mine, so it should just pull out easily. So now we got the stock airbox pulled out. Yeah, it was pretty easy. I hope you guys were able to follow along with that. So let's go get straight into installing this nice carbon fiber intake. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do when installing that other intake is you're actually gonna need to take your mass airflow sensor off and put it onto your other intake. So it's just gonna be 2 Phillips head screwdrivers here. You just pull that off, then you'll put in the other one and just tighten it up. Pretty simple. Okay guys, now that we got our mass airflow sensor put on this new intake, we're ready to actually install this in the car. So in order to install this intake on the car, what we're gonna need to do is get the boot right here with the clamp. We're gonna slide it over the throttle body here, tighten that up, and then you're also gonna get this bolt piece that comes with it that goes through the stock clip piece there. So you're just gonna wanna tighten that on, and then we can get this clamp right here, and that's just gonna hold that down and secure in the vehicle. So as you can see, we're just gonna put this intake down in here. We're gonna line this rubber boot up to the throttle body and push it on. There we go. And then we're just gonna tighten this bolt down. It should be 8mm. Yours won't be bent like this. That was a mistake when I was younger. So don't worry about that. You're just gonna wanna tighten this up. So with this clamp, make sure you tighten it down nice and snug. That way you don't have any leaks. Do not over tighten it like that. That's good right there. Like I said, mine was already broken, so just ignore that. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna wanna do is tighten up this little mount point right down there. There's gonna be a nut that screws up over there. And once again, make sure you get this nice and snug, but don't over tighten it, so you're gonna strip it out. Okay, last and final thing, you're gonna want to do up this hose right here. Once again, it should just clip on like so. You may have to play with it a little bit, but there we go. Just plugs in like so. And also do not forget to plug in your mass airflow sensor either. So there we have it. That's all there is to the install portion of this video. It's pretty simple. It's like a 1 out of 10 difficulty. And yeah, just watch carefully in the video and you should be good. Okay guys, now I'm gonna start up the car, make sure I don't have any check engine lights from this, and I'll also get you some revving clips as well. That way you can hear how this intake sounds. Okay guys, so there we have it. I hope those sound clips did turn out well and you guys are able to get an idea of how it sounds. Do keep in mind, however, that I do have a full exhaust system on this car, so be more the sucking sound that is the intake itself. Do keep that in mind, but if you can hear that little like that would be the intake sound. And yeah, I mean, it sounds really good. It does change the exhaust note a little bit. You may have heard that. It makes it a little bit deeper than stock. It's a really good sounding intake. I find that all intakes, CorkSport, Simota, all of them basically sound the same. I mean, they all have an air filter and, you know, some tubing. So yeah, they're all very similar. But like I did say earlier in the video, I do feel that the Simota is the better intake over the CorkSport one. This is just my opinion. You're open to your own opinion. But I just really love the carbon fiber shield, and it's real carbon fiber, mind you. It's not wrapped or anything like that. It's real carbon fiber. It does keep the intake cooler, and yeah, it's just a great product to buy. I'll leave the link for it in the description if that interests you, and yeah. Okay guys, so there we have it. Carbon fiber Simota intake installed on my Mazda 3. I hope you guys were able to follow along with all the steps, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.